what up guys, hello and welcome back to the channel where we discuss, debate and deliberate everything anime. If you're new to the channel, please drop a like, drop a sub, and yeah, let's get on with the video.
It won't hurt anybody, please. Yes, today we're going to anger quite a few
Yeah, we're gonna piss quite a few
people. Yeah.
A lot of people actually.
Yeah, it is quite a controversial topic that we're going to cover today. And that is why we think that Konosuba is overrated.
And before you slaughter us,
yes, you know,
this is only our opinion, and the only reason we feel very strongly about this is because it was put on Funimation's list for Isekai of the Decade.
Yes, it
and
won.
yeah, we feel very strongly against that.
Yes, so but before you grab all your pitchforks and wooden pikes and torches, don't go on a witch hunt yet, or a vampire hunt or execution.
Yeah, let us explain.
Yes. So we will start this off by saying why we disagree, by comparing it to other isekais that we believe brought something much better to the table of the isekai genre in general than Konosuba did.
And to start off this list, we are going to talk about Overlord. Eins und Go.
Yes, that sexy skeleton of a man.
Of a skeleton man.
Yes, Overlord is a very nice isekai anime.
And it was done very well, especially the power system. Even though he starts off as very overpowering, but the strategic advancements in it is really good.
Yes, even though he is the main protagonist, he's actually playing the role of the antagonist, and that is something new, or not new, but you don't see it done. It's not done that often, and that is why we like Overlord that much. Sometimes a bit of the animation was a bit sloppy.
Yeah,
but that's something to overlook because the story, the lore, the magical,
everything else.
Yes, the magic system really that was used in it is so detailed that we believe that is the aspect that where it's got one up, or it's better than Konosuba.
Yeah, and not just that. Like, speaking specifically about why it's better than Konosuba. Konosuba's story in general, it doesn't follow, well, to me personally, I can't really catch the story behind it. Maybe I'm just stupid, but I can't really catch the story behind the story, and it's like every episode is its own story, which I'm totally fine with. I mean, Cowboy Bebop does that quite often, and that is done well, but Konosuba is just not as well written as most people would make it seem, in my opinion.
Yes, and we will show or give our reasoning in this video will be each anime that we mention has something that that we believe that puts them in the higher position. Puts them in the higher position.
And then, with that being said, next on the list is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
That name is far too long, so we'll just refer to it as slime.
Yeah.
We all do that. All of us, we all do it.
Yeah.
So, something that I really like about slime is actually the fact that the main character is a slime. That's reason enough to like it. And then the other thing, it has just as almost just as intricate system or magic-based system as Overlord. But the thing that I like more is the racial evolving class.
How the classes evolve by naming or giving a name, bestowing a name upon your subordinate, so to speak, and that gives them power, or it gives them a metamorphosis and involvement.
Yes.
And which I think that was really nicely done, and I feel that is really enough for me to put it one above Konosuba. And not just that, the character development in that story is amazing. I mean, especially now where you see Rimuru is just utterly slaughtering people. Sorry for the spoilers if you haven't watched it, but yeah, he has just gone boosh.
Yes, and also something to mention is that Overlord and Slime is two anime that it explores a lot more topics. For instance, political sides, economy, and all those sort of things that I really like. It's
a bit more mature.
Yeah, it's a bit more mature, and I don't want to say you've got to be smart to understand, because that's not that's not good.
That's not the case.
It's got its own intelligence to it, if I can put it like
Yeah,
that.
as you have to follow the story.
Yes.
You have to really follow the story, which with Konosuba is not the case. Because, like I said, I really can't follow any type of story, and we spoke about it actually today. Is that anime of the, I can't come to the name. That anime of the guy that gets reborn, or
ReZero.
ReZero.
Yes.
I personally didn't take a liking to it. I just didn't like it. But even that, like, I'm not gonna disagree. Even though I didn't like it, the anime itself has a very intricate plot, and you have to follow the story.
Yes, the thing that I like about ReZero that makes it so special is like we all play games. And that one I can still remember, and we all did this. If you ever played Skyrim, when you're doing the walkthrough of, what's that first dungeon that you do to get that tablet with a big spider? But that big spider, you get killed once, and then you've got to respawn at the front of the dungeon. Then you load in front of where you fight the spider, so that each time you die, you load back. And we use it as a strategic way to play a game. ReZero brings out that and says, but listen, it's not fun to die and to reload.
It gives you the reality.
Yes, it brings the reality. I mean, just think about it. If I've like died 50 times through that spider, to be killed 50 times by a spider, that drive me insane.
And then next on our list is also an anime that was very well done. It is Overly Cautious Hero.
Yes. There's another side that I feel that is lacking in Konosuba, and a lot of people will disagree. I feel, okay, a lot of people are probably already disagreeing with us, and that is the fact that Konosuba isn't as funny as people say.
Yeah, there are a lot funnier anime. Now, I'm not specifically referring to Overly Cautious Hero, even though it is next on our list, but Overly Cautious Hero has its own type of satire attached to it. It is funny in the sense that he is strong, but he's also so strong and at the same time so overly cautious, which brings you that satire element to it, which makes the anime very enjoyable to watch. Where with Konosuba, it's funny, but they try to reenact the same type of satire, the same type of comedy through the whole anime, which
Yes.
isn't wrong, but the first impression of the comedy I got initially wasn't good at all.
Yes, it's a bit slapstick, to be honest. I mean, when he stole the thief's panties, it was funny the first time, but after that it wasn't that funny. Megumi's explosions, it was funny the first time. After that, like, okay, but she's a drag, kick her off the squad. I mean, seriously. And then even Darkness and her problems.
Yeah, and then there's something I just want to point out that really ticked me off in Konosuba is the fact that in terms of power, none of the characters progress.
Yes.
None of them, you don't really see them ever get stronger. Now, I kind of get the feel for Konosuba as more of a satire type anime, more of a comedy-like type anime with the ecchi element. But even with that as the element, it still didn't pull it off that well.
Yes, and then the next anime on our list is one that I actually really like, and I'd like to see a season 3, seriously, and that is Gate.
Yeah,
Gate is one of the best isekai anime that, in my opinion, that's ever been brought out.
Now, as to for why it is above Konosuba is for the fact that it brought in this element where it is an isekai because this guy, Jogi,
No, man, Itami.
Itami, sorry. Yeah, I'm very bad with names.
Yoji Itami, I think that's where you got it from.
Yeah. Anyways, now he's able to not teleport, but they have the gate. That's the anime's name, and they can go between worlds, which is the new element that was brought to isekai, which I feel was really cool.
Yes, it's not that new, to be honest. I mean, it's basic. Bleach has the same structure also, but the thing that I like most is the fact that it's literally Japan just trying to establish a friendly ties with
a domestic relationship.
Yes, with the countries on the other side of the gate. And then also, I mean, come on, Rory Mercury. Whew. but that said, it's it's a really well done anime that you can rewatch it over and over again, and I just can't get tired of it.
It's an anime that's really well done. Even for the comedy aspects in it, I mean, in general, there's not a lot of comedy in Gate,
Yes.
but when there is, the comedy really gets you, and it's really funny.
Yes, and then also I feel it has a tremendous potential in world building or in a world building aspect.
Yeah, because you haven't really seen that much of
Yes.
the world beyond the gate.
Oh yes, because the world beyond the gate is actually it's modeled on medieval European.
Mm.
So from there you can actually go into anything
Yeah.
fantasy like, and that's why I think it has a lot of potential. I know the story has already been concluded in its manga or light novel, and that I'd really like for them to finish the anime, because the anime was really nice. But then that is it for today's video, and
Yeah, stay tuned, guys, for the upcoming videos. Sorry for the late post of the previous video. We were just a bit busy, but yeah, we'll do our best to keep the videos on schedule. And yeah, like you said, that is it for this video.
yes, till later.